and because of where you are in your cycle and your hormones, because your hormones it just really does so much with your hair. I would recommend at this point Baddies, I'm really excited to talk to you today about all this new tea that I'm about to spill. It's new to me, so maybe it's new to you too. Anyway, I'm your girl Bevy. This is HairScripts by Bevy, and I talk about everything, right? But the core is hair growth and hair loss. If you're experiencing hair loss like I was, I'm still on my journey anyway, I have not fully arrived, then you're on this channel because you need help, because you listening to a whole bunch of foolishness on, these YouTube streets, on the internet, and you need me to help you debunk those myths and come up with real solutions that's gonna help you grow real hair. Anyway, if you're that girl, if you're experiencing hair loss and you really are tired of spending a crap ton of money, you're going through this by yourself, you've done every DIY treatment and you've rubbed every oil and you smell like a Thanksgiving turkey and nothing is working, or you get some progress and it's not working, or you're going through postpartum hair loss, whatever, click the link down below. We've officially launched our new website and we are really doing this work out here, y'all, because I know the ramifications that hair loss has on your self-esteem, on your confidence. I've been there, and kudos to my beautiful baddies, my bald baddies, okay, that have accepted their scarring alopecia, like my Jada Pinkett Smiths of the world. And they just embrace their face, know what I mean? And I love that, but all of us are not there yet, so we're not gonna bald shame and we're not gonna want our hair back shame, know what I mean? We got bigger things to shame people about in America. Anyway, so now let's get to the show. Hey baddie, are you losing your hair? Yes, you are, because you're on this channel. Anyway, listen, if those hair oils, DIY treatments, and hair growth pills are not working to help you regrow or thicken your hair, hear me, you've tried everything and it does not work. Go ahead and join the HairScripts community and let us help you effectively regrow your hair by giving you access to proven methods that are backed by receipts, honey, and effective products that will give you impactful results for free $99, okay? Yes, I said it, free $99. We partner with dermatologists, trichologists, and other healthcare practitioners to bring you real solutions for your hair loss. And you don't even have to leave your home. So stop being lazy, okay? Stop struggling to figure this out. Quit playing sis and just click the link below to join the community and get your freebies before it ain't free no more. Don't say I ain't tell you. Bye. Okay, today we're going to talk about how your period affects your hair, and how you may notice that your hair is either thinning or appears to be thinner during your period. This is a thing apparently, and I did not know this, right, until speaking to my dermatologist. Kudos to you, who remains nameless right now, but I will, put her out there in the streets soon when she's ready. That being said, one thing I'm learning about your hair, forget about the hair growth cycle, which is the anagen phase, the growth cycle, the catagen, which is the rest, and the telogen, which is shedding. But we're not even talking about that. Let's talk about your menstrual cycle. Now, I have some videos that have either already gone up or are going up on this page about your menstrual cycle. I did not know that our periods really do that much to our body. Like, for real, it's no joke. Your period really does that much to your body. And one thing that it can do is cause thinning. Now, if you're already genetically predisposed to thinning, if you have finer hair like I do, or just, you just an oily girl, your sebum be fleeking, like if your face is oily during your period, guess what else is gonna be oily during your period? Your scalp, your follicles, okay? So let's talk about it. I'm not gonna spend too much time. I'm just gonna go right into it because some of y'all complain that I take too long. So anyway, so number one is what happens during your period, okay, is that you are increasing testosterone levels. So your estrogen levels are dipping during your period. So while you're bleeding, that's when your estrogen levels are dipping and you're increasing testosterone levels at that point. And so if you are naturally an oily person, so I'm talking to someone who already has acne prone skin. Typically, if you have acne prone skin, your sebum is fleeking everywhere on your body, okay? Your sebum is acting out, not only on your face, but everywhere else. And that's something that I didn't know. I just figured, you know I'm gonna be oilier during my period, but I didn't know that that also means that my scalp is gonna be much oilier during my period. So a lot of times what women have reported in many studies is that during their period, they notice that their hair seems a lot oilier, a lot stringier, a lot limp, a lot more limp. And that is because their testosterone levels are increasing, which is increasing their sebum production to that hair follicle and essentially making their hair much more oilier. So, on this channel, I'm not just going to tell you the problems, right? I'm going to try to give you some solutions. So with that being said, listen, can I tell you, and this is not a shampoo video, but I have to say this, right? I really have to say this.
What?
I really did not know the importance of shampoo, and I did not know the importance of cycling your shampoo. I know some of y'all are like, girl, please just give me one shampoo that I can use all the time and we be happy. And listen, when I find that one, I promise you will be the first to know, okay? Until then, sometimes you might have to cycle out your shampoo based on your cycle, right? Based on what you're going through. If your hair is extremely oily, you do not want an extremely nourishing shampoo during that oily time. And then sometimes we freak our own selves out because we're thinking that we're thinning when we're not really thinning. We're just really oily around this time of the month, right? And so your hair is going to naturally be a lot more oilier, right? The solution to this, and there are many, I'm just going to name one because this is not a shampoo video, but Neutrogena is getting it right, especially for my colored girls, my melanated goddesses, and my naturalistas, okay? My natural girls, okay? Now don't get it twisted. I do like to straighten my hair. I love to straighten my hair, okay? And I try to do it, if I'm gonna do it to indulge, I'm gonna do it like once a month. Okay, that was a leaf. Once a month. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I like to switch it up. I wanna be curly when I'm in a curly mood, and I wanna be straight when it starts getting cold outside, and I wanna be in a straight mood until maybe I slap a wig on and something and just let, my hair just chill underneath it. Whatever. That's not this video. Whatever I'm trying to do. But anyway, I said all that to say, even though, don't get it twisted, I'm straight, I'm natural, okay? With that being said, we know as a natural girl, especially for me, I'm 3C. Some of y'all want to argue that. I'm 3 something, okay? Some of y'all want to argue with me, but it's okay. Argue in the comments, please. It boosts my engagement. The bottom line is this, as a natural girl, you already have naturally dry hair. Your hair can be naturally dry. Even if your sebum is sebumming, okay? If the sebum is sebumming, sometimes, especially in a curly state, you're not gonna see it as much, right? Most times in a curly state, you're not gonna see it. In fact, during my period when my hair's in a curly state, I'm like, oh yeah, she's moisturized, right? She's not dry. Until I straighten it and I'm like, wait. Anyway, so it's funny, but sometimes, again, depending on the type of hair you have, if you're much thicker, if you have a lot of density, and if you're 4 with thick hair, 4 type hair with thick hair, this video is not for you. I'm talking to my thinning girls, okay? This is to my thinning girls with fine hair. So anyway, Neutrogena got it right because they launched their Healthy Scalp line, right? And you would think like, why skincare and health? Because listen, it makes sense. Neutrogena is like one of the top, and I'm not sponsored. They don't know that I exist yet, but Neutrogena is one of the top, brands, at least drugstore brands for for skincare, right? So at the end of the day, Neutrogena is a tale as old as time. They're reputable and they've been out here in these streets for years, helping the girls with bad skin on a budget, okay? Now they're doing the same for scalp health because guess what? Your scalp is skin, right? I think it's the third, I could be wrong, Google it for me. It could be the third, I think it's the third most sensitive layer of skin on your body, right? Your scalp. And again, Google it and correct me if I'm wrong. I don't claim to know everything. I just know a lot. I geek out. Anyway, so that being said, Neutrogena launched their Healthy Scalp. And I don't know how long they launched it. It could have been years ago, but I'm just realizing that it exists, okay? Their Healthy Scalp line, okay, which has shampoos and scrubs and all of that stuff, detox scrubs and all of that, and it's affordable. Let me not say cheap. It's affordable. So anyway, I said that to say they have a good clarifying shampoo or an anti-residue shampoo sis, go into the store, do your own research, go online, do your research. I'll probably pop both pictures up here, okay? I absolutely like the clarifying shampoo because I love to detox my hair of a whole bunch of trash, right? If it has a whole bunch of chemicals, if I straightened my hair, usually I use a silicone shampoo, which I have a silicone-free shampoo video either up or going up. Check me out, subscribe to the channel. And I talk about the difference between a silicone shampoo and a silicone-free shampoo. Silicones are not bad. Not all silicones are created equal. We're not having that discussion right now. But the point is, you know, I always talk about how in your arsenal, you should always have, well, not you should always. It depends on what your goals are. For me, when I want silky bone straight hair, I'm gonna go with a silicone shampoo. But when I'm trying to get rid of the silicone so that my curls could pop, I'm going with a silicone-free shampoo. But usually I need a clarifying shampoo or a detox shampoo that's gonna detox me of silicones, chemicals, hard water, minerals, and all other stuff, debris that's been on my scalp. Anyway, so I do like the clarifying scalp because it kind of does two good things of clarifying the Neutrogena one anyway, of clarifying my scalp, but it's also good with regulating the oil on my scalp. But the other one is the anti-residue shampoo, and the anti-residue is specifically for oily hair. If you have extremely oily hair and you need to kind of mitigate that oil, of course, us natural girls, we love our oils, we're not stripping our oils, but sometimes during that period, them oils just be doing a little bit too much, okay? And then your hair just be looking a little limp, and you like, yo, why she's not popping? Well, that's why, sis. So the Neutrogena anti-residue shampoo is good for mitigating the oils only, okay? It's not a clarifying detox. But if you want a good 2-for-1, go with the healthy scalp one, which has grapefruit in it and a whole bunch of other good things. So, and of course it gently exfoliates and all of that. So, you know, again, that's the solution to that. The next thing that's happening during your period, obviously, is if you always hear this during your period, you have an increased sensitivity, okay? Which means your scalp is definitely more sensitive. So you want to take it easy with how you irritate or you manipulate your hair. We don't want to do stuff that's going to irritate our scalp during that season, okay? You know, and just looking at, you know, why, again, because of where you are in your cycle and your hormones, because your hormones it just really does so much with your hair. I would recommend at this point that you try to relax on how you detangle your hair, or try to relax on how you manipulate your hair as far as styling your hair, because it's extra sensitive, because the hormones are not the ones that you need to pop are popping. You need to absolutely make sure that you are mindful of the protective styles, okay? So you want to do less manipulation to your hair because your hair is more prone to breakage and more prone to shedding during this time, okay? So let's move on to number 3, which is, believe it or not, very important. And I left it for kind of the end, because what you need to know about what's happening in your body, like I said, your testosterone levels are hiking during your period, meaning when you're bleeding, right? And your estrogen levels are pretty much at the lowest state of this cycle. So what does that mean? Your iron levels are dipping significantly. I don't care if you're not prone to anemia. I don't care if you're not prone to low iron. Regardless, if you've always had the best iron in your life, iron is going to plummet during your period. Especially if you are dealing with an hormonal imbalance, if you have PCOS, anything that's fibroids, anything that's causing heavy bleeding. And I can go deeper into the science of the bleeding, but I chose not to because I'm trying to keep the video shorter. But if you want that information, please comment down below if you want me to really break down the heavy bleeding and how the heavy bleeding is associated with your hair thinning and hair loss during your period, okay? So how do you mitigate this, right? How do you mitigate the loss of iron, which, by the way, the loss of iron is directly related and directly correlated with hair shedding, hair thinning, hair loss, okay? I need you guys to understand that. Iron deficiency is one of the top causes, one of the top reasons for hair thinning specifically, okay? When you can see through your hair and it's paper thin, like 1-ply toilet paper, more than likely there's some type of nutrient deficiency, and it's always for some reason iron, okay? If you have some type of immunosuppressant, like if you're taking something like sometimes allergy pills or some type of biologic that's helping you with some type, if you have psoriasis, eczema, whatever, if you have an immunocompromised disease, if I'm saying it right, immunocompromised disease or immunodeficiency, whether you're dealing with sickle cell, whether you're dealing with lupus, whether you're dealing with any other type of immunodeficiencies, anything related to your immune system, there's always some type of tie-in with iron or something of that nature, right? Heavy blood loss, okay? Fibroids, all of that. There's always some type of heavy blood loss or some type of deficiency that's causing your hair to just boop, 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 fall out. So how do you mitigate this? Hold on, because I thought I had it out, but I don't. Give me a second. Okay, so I told y'all that I'm always gonna try to give you a solution. So these are my favorite, okay? My absolute favorite are called the Mega Food Blood Builders online. These are basically iron supplements, okay? Blood builders shown in a clinical study to increase iron levels without side effects, i.e. constipation being one of the main ones. This has beets, orange, and broccoli. This is certified vegan, gluten-free, dairy and soy-free, tested in labs for pesticides and herbicides. It's residue-free. Child, this is it. This is the girl, okay? I've been using her for over 2 years now. I even get the bigger ones. And yes, I take them every single day because I'm prone to anemia. I'm anemic usually. So I take this every day. But during my period, I take it twice a day. My doctor said, take it twice a day, it's fine. One, you pop one in the morning, one at night. This is really good, like I said, for not messing with the whole constipation, all of that, okay? Let me see what it says. Mega Food Builder is clinically shown to increase iron levels without nausea or constipation. We add whole foods like beets and oranges with key nutrients like folate, very important for hair growth, iron, and B12 that help to improve energy levels and combat fatigue, okay? If you are iron deficient, if you deal with anemia, you know some of the symptoms is feeling extremely fatigued, exhausted, girl. You feel like you're just gonna pass out. You start getting, if it's you dealing with it and been dealing with it for a long time, you're gonna start to see it under your eyes, darkness under your eyes. It's not cute. So not even if you're prone or not prone, I always recommend so that you can help mitigate the hair loss that's caused as a result of the bloodshed, right, from your period. I would recommend taking these twice a day. The other thing is you always have to be on a multivitamin. I don't do multivitamins. I do prenatals, okay? I don't care if I'm 50 or 60, honey. I'm gonna use prenatals, okay? Don't at me, okay? And if you do, at me in the comments, please, to boost my engagement. But anyway, so prenatal vitamins, I take these every single day of my life. These are my favorite, okay? Whatever prenatal vitamins you like, it don't matter. These are organic AF and they don't use any synthetics. These are whole vitamins, meaning that all of these vitamins are derived from whole foods, botanicals, etc., etc., etc. And it ain't cheap, but it's an investment worth making. I don't play with my health. I'll spend coin when it comes to my health, y'all. So anyway, I take these still once a day. I don't up them during my period. But listen, if you're an extreme case, ask your doctor if maybe you should take it twice a day. It's all good for you. But for me, I literally make sure that this is in my regimen every single day. If you watch my supplement video, best vitamins for hair growth, or that every girl should have, I think still my top performing video to date. These two are gonna make their cameo appearance or their intro appearance, but just keep in mind that during my period, I do up this to twice a day, okay? Because you are losing a crap ton of blood. So, you know, that is really the bulk of it. That is mostly it. You know, again, just to highlight and reiterate, your hair is going to be extremely oily. So that hair that is already fine and thin is going to look even thinner. And even if you have, or, you know, in this case, if you're losing a lot of blood, you're actually losing hair. Your hair is actually shedding a lot more during your period. And so you want to make sure that you're not manipulating and over manipulating your hair during this period, because I'm telling you, y'all, if you already deal with thin hair, your hair is already shedding because you already have different, you know, things going on in your body, hormones imbalance. imbalances, immunocompromised, whatever. I'm saying it all wrong right now, but all of that stuff going on, if you're naturally like this, it is going to be magnified and amplified during your period. So you need to do things to mitigate that. Of course, you know, these vitamins, these supplements, the shampoo, but one thing I always have to honorable mention is your diet and lifestyle. It always have to be on fleek. You have to always up your protein intake and your omega-6 and 3 fatty acids. That's only going to help you. So foods like salmon, broccoli, whole foods. I eat a lot of protein. If you're plant-based, hummus and chickpeas, and there's a whole bunch of stuff, leafy greens and all of that. I think I have a video somewhere on the best foods for hair loss. If I don't, it's coming soon. But anyway, that is that in a nutshell. If you have questions, please comment down below. Like I've mentioned to you before, we talk about all types of aspects of health. Oh my God, that is a big bug, sorry. All aspects of health, but always remember our roots literally is hair loss and how to help you improve that. So subscribe and click the link below to learn all the tea and join the free community. Love you girls, bye.